Hi everyone, it's Anna here. I just wanted to give you a really quick tour of Blackboard and particularly show you around how I set up the discussion board. Each ELA has a different way of doing it, so I thought I'd just give you a quick tour so that you can understand where you can find all the useful information and work out how I've set it up for this teaching period. Before I do that, I just wanted to let you know or encourage you, particularly if you're new, to check out the Navigating Swinburne Online unit video, which is about getting started. It'll pop up when you log into a unit for the first time, and it's really worth watching because it just gives you a bit of a rundown on how Blackboard works. It looks at how you can find the learning materials, information on the assessments, and also how you access the group discussion board and post replies and information on there. So that's the first place that I would start, and once you've done that, then you can head into the discussion board and check out how the unit looks for this teaching period. So now I'm going to take you into having a look at our discussion board. So you go into your learning group and click on the group discussion board. You will access a little bit differently to how I do as an ELA, but we'll end up in the same place. So this is what we call the discussion board, and this is where most of the learning will happen for you in this unit. So the learning materials are presented to you each week, which I strongly encourage you to read through, and that's usually the first place that you'll go at the start of each week. From there, then head into the discussion boards to have a go at each of the weekly activities. But it is also the place where I keep you up to date with what's happening in the unit and really useful information about where we're at and some key reminders of what you need to do. So it's really a place to help keep you on track as well. So what I've done with this teaching period is started with a general announcements forum, which you'll find at the top of your discussion board whenever you log on. And I'm going to keep that there for the whole teaching period. So this will be a place where it'll let you know what week that we're in, and also give you a little bit of an image of where you need to find this week's activities down below, and as well as give you some just key dot points about what you need to keep on top of for this week. So in there I will include when your assessments are due, if there's a collaborate session coming up, keep you on track for your group work and things like that. So this is where you really will start each time you come on, and the general announcements will change throughout the teaching period. So how the discussion board is set up is that we have forums in the discussion board, and in each of those forums there's different information. So as I've said, the general announcement forum won't have any more information other than what's on the front screen there. But as you go through the discussion board, you'll find that there is other forums in there as well. So this one is the welcome forum, which is obviously the place that you start when you first come into the unit, and I'd encourage you to have a quick look at my video here. It is very quick, just to give you a bit of an introduction to the unit and also to introduce myself to you guys as well. Then have a read through the information here, and that should give you a good idea to help you get started and all the things that you need to know. Okay, so that's the first place you need to head to when you head into the discussion board. Now, if you are new, there's also more information. So to find more information, you go up to the title of the forum and you click on that. Now, in each forum, they have threads, which is where you'll find different information. So generally, each thread will have a different lot of information in it, which will relate to the forum that you're in. So this is the welcome one, and in here you will find lots of different information about getting started, and also just some tips on what you need to think about and consider when you're studying in this type of environment. So I'd certainly encourage you to go into that forum if you're new and have a look through that information. And we'll go back to the discussion board. And in the discussion board, you will find each week will give you more information about the content and relate it to the learning material. So every week I will put new information in which will have the activities and also some tips and reminders to keep you on track. So every time, what I'm going to do this teaching period is keep them in the order that they're in, so they're easy to find. And then when the active one is on, I'll add the picture to it. So you'll know that that's the one that we're working on this week because it's the last one to have the picture there. Okay, so to go into that, you just click on that, and in there is where you will find the information that you need for that week. So I like to start each week with a weekly tips thread, which just gives you a bit of a rundown of what's happening each week, and that's always a good place to start each week. Okay, and then you'll go into the activities. So this week we've got 2 activities to start with. The information is there, and then what we encourage you to do is to read it and then to post a reply. So to do that, you just click on the reply button, right into the text box, hi, etc. And then once you've finished, you click on the submit button. Okay, and I won't do that now because it will actually submit it, but then that post will be there for people to have a look at and to see what's happening. So that's how you interact with your fellow students and also interact with myself. And it is a great way to get more value out of the unit. We certainly find that students who are active and engaged on the discussion boards tend to have a lot more success overall in the unit. So it is something that we encourage. If you're new to this way of learning, it can be a little bit daunting to start with, particularly if you're shy, but just have a go and get involved, and it is really quite fun once you do that. Okay, we just quickly head back to the discussion board, and I'll just tell you about a couple more forums that we've got. This one is just a general information forum, so we'll put in there lots of different tips and useful information, so it's worth checking out and keeping up to date with it as well. And then finally, down the bottom, after all of the weekly forums, you've got an assessment forum for each of your assessments. So I will put in there information about each assessment as it comes up, and I'll also include information about the collaborate sessions for that assessment. This is where I would encourage you to post any questions that you have around your assessment tasks. Lots of people think, I'll just email Anna, but it is a really good idea to post them on the discussion board, because people, sure there's other students out there who are probably wondering the same thing. So you just go into the thread and then post it there, and I'll jump in and reply, or if other students know the answer, they can reply too. So it is a really good way to do that, and I certainly encourage you to do that. The last thing I was just going to say is you can actually subscribe to a forum. You just click on the subscribe button here. I've already subscribed to this, so it's saying unsubscribe, but if you just click on the subscribe button, and then you're able to keep up to date with the forum. So I'd certainly encourage you to do that with the assessment forum. So I think that's about all for now. Just before I go, I would encourage you to jump onto the Blackboard throughout the week. I'm going to be posting this teaching period more content and different things over the course of the week. So I'd certainly encourage you to pop in at least 3 times over the week, just to touch base with other students, but also to keep on top of other information that I'm going to put into the discussion boards. So I hope you found this interesting or useful, and I really do look forward to interacting with you guys on the discussion boards. It is certainly something that we enjoy as ELAs, and it really does add value to your study. So I look forward to meeting you guys on the discussion boards. And of course, if you've got any questions, please do ask. Just post them somewhere on the discussion board. I'll find them, and I can answer your questions then. Okay, thanks guys.